streaming?
I think you are. Yes, I guess you are actually.
Yes, I am. And time to notify my.
And through turn 4, fight.
God damn! There's a juicy one to start the stream off with. Hey, y'all!
Monkey.
Time for craziness.
I think, a good thing that it shows the top 10 here. Because, I forgot to get the main results. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's a rip moment. Just a minute. Get this set up. Should I just redo the heat? I mean, not like it would matter. For LCQ.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. That's up to you.
What?
Sure, his fans wondering if he's asking us if he wants to do LCQ again.
If I should redo LCQ 2 because I forgot to get the main
No.
results.
Thumbnail change.
It's time to figure out who's not going to make it into the next
It's
round.
time for our first truck reaction stream since Gateway. Holy fuck.
And that was all the way back in
June. It's been 3 fucking months.
3 months.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna redo the LCQ. I mean, it's probably gonna be the same top 3 anyway.
So
Well,
there it is. It's a 3-point battle. Crafted and Hocevar for the final advancement spot.
But you also got Ekis, who's 6 points back. So it's
Everybody from first and technically fifth are technically locked in to the next round.
now for Friesen, he just has to do well in the stages, and he can lock in.
Majeski's, as of now, is like already locked in.
Yeah. Ben Rhodes, he needs to also have good runs in the stages.
Yep, so we start off at IRP. Enfinger won that. We went to Richmond for Chandler Smith. Nice Kansas cutoff. Then we go to Bristol for the start of the round of 8. Then to Talladega. Then to Homestead, Miami. Then it's on to Phoenix for the championship.
Yep.
Is my stream good?
And here we go. Truck night racing at Kansas.
So two things at once.
And Xfinity Day Racing at Chicagoland.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem.
Here comes Moffett for the lead. Connor, you might want to be watching because Moffett's going for it.
I'm doing something right now.
Yeah, that's right. I got Josh Williams is in third. No, never mind, he's in
Yeah,
fourth.
we're about to get started here with the race. Yes,
Oh.
let's like we're about ready to go green. Now, here's the thing. I think for the guys that are technically locked, that are quote unquote locked in right now, entering this race, if you have like a little mix up and not have a great day, you shouldn't have a problem. Now, for those that
Here comes Burton. Here comes Burton.
if you're one of those near the line, if you have a bad race here, you're gone. Kiss your title hopes goodbye.
Kiss your title hopes and your ass goodbye.
Because you're getting eliminated here tonight. Either way, time to start.
Let's do this shit.
Time to start a fun weekend.
Toyota Tundra, pace truck, down pit road. It's field in the hands of Nemechek and I think Majeski? Yep, Majeski, as it's time for cutoff racing here in Kansas, ladies and gentlemen.
First round of the cutoff for the truck series is green.
Motherfucker just said first round of the cutoff.
Well, hey.
Brummel moment.
Hey, you know where I'm going at.
Yeah, Burton on the
Nemechek with a run. Holy shit!
Watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, watch that 17. He got a bit loose.
17. Ryan Priest, I thought it was off the black and red. I thought it was Taylor Gray, to be honest.
User entered your channel.
Priest got a bit loose in turns 3 and 4.
Here comes Corey Heim. He's going to try to go for his third win of the season.
Yeah. And for Majeski,
most winningest rookie this season so far, because he's the only rookie to win, I think.
Majeski, he's in between a KBM sandwich. Oh, but I'm trying to get the pass cleared.
Oh, fuck. What was that?
Well, top three's decided.
Thunder that joined.
So how's the race?
Oh, well.
This variable banking up to 20 degrees.
Okay.
You see John Nemechek all the way up to the top of the racetrack. Majeski trying to follow. Already.
Oh, jeez. There are so many lines you can have here at this track. You can have the bottom, you can have the top, middle.
But I didn't know they'd go there on lap 1 or 2, and it's really interesting to see that. These guys
Moffitt's
here
gotta
battling
get
for
in the
second
spot.
have elected to remain at the bottom. John Hunter went up to block in turn 1 on the second.
He might.
I liked it. I liked what I felt.
I-
I'm gonna hang with it.
It'll be interesting to see how John
Moffett to go
Hunter's
full-time for
truck
SSB
holds
Light.
through this first stage. They were real happy with their short run speed last time here in May, but
Look at
not
that
happy
42.
with the long run speed, and that was the area they felt like they needed to make an improvement if they were going to contend for the win tonight. We'll see how that plays out as you watch
Hocevar.
the 42 in figure in the 23.
Nice pass by Hocevar. He used the bottom of the racetrack, basically drove up in front of Grant Enfinger. He lost a position at the start. He got that back. Now he's up to 14th. He's one position higher than where he started.
Yeah, when I saw that move, Phil, that's strong. Yeah, that's you got to have a good handling truck to be able to pull that off. Hocevar did it. Now he's trying to distance himself from Tyler Ingram in the 16, who's on the
Taylor
inside.
Smith and
of Enfinger
Enfinger,
back there. Grant's gonna
they
use that
can just
momentum
have
on
a
the top
fun
to
time
hold off the
tonight.
16.
Phil Gould, the crew chief for the 42.
They're going to sit on
bringing a new
back.
truck to the race.
Oh, Austin Hill does the bottom of Moffett again.
With the latest bells
Not
and
gonna make it
whistles.
work
We'll
for
see
us,
if it
really.
pays off here on the mile and a half. This is the next to last mile and a half, the 6th of 7 on the schedule. The final mile and a
Might
half of the
put Moffett
season will be
closer to the
the
54.
next cutoff race at Homestead on October 22nd.
Guys, we talk about stage points, but they only pay stage points to the top 10. That will be at lap 30. You see right there, left side of your screen, Stuart Friesen below that top 10, obviously, as well as Carson Hocevar. They need to make a move.
Yeah, really significant for Hocevar to get up into the top 10 and get stage points, especially with Eckes and Crafton inside the top 10. We know they're going to be getting stage points as Majeski starts to close the gap and threaten Nemechek for the lead.
Nemechek was loose into that third turn, bobbling up top, and
Majeski's
Majeski to the
there.
bottom to try to take advantage of it. Right now, Majeski's got a faster truck than the 4.
So Majeski's side draft, he pulled that right front fender right up next to that left rear quarter panel to pull that 4 truck back. Looks like he's going to be able to make this pass work.
Secures the lead.
And cleared him.
Majeski now to the front.
Majeski now to the front. Oh, Nemechek's blasting back.
Draft, right?
Oh, he was there on the back bumper. Oh, but they're both up on the top line.
How does that change from the straight to the corner?
When you're going in the corners in one of these trucks, you can't see the air, but you're laying on it. You need that air on the right side of the truck to keep you going straight without getting loose. And when you got a truck on the outside of you, he robs all that air off the side of your truck, and it makes you have really, really tough handling issues.
Ow, I just
Even
bit
when
my
the truck
cheek.
pulls right up to your rear tailgate, it's going to rob some of that rear downforce off that truck.
The 99 of Ben Rhodes back in the 8th spot. He's the last inside the top 10 of the playoff guys. We've got a couple of playoff drivers, 3 in fact, that are outside the top 10. Stuart Friesen, Carson Hocevar, and Grant Enfinger.
That was a power move by Priest. Keep our eye on this 17 truck. He's an experienced
Only
veteran.
one of the three outside the top 10 right now that really knew where his hosts are. Friesen's good up there in points, and Enfinger's already locked into the next round.
To see the 17 up there contending for this win before we're done.
Oh,
His last 2 starts, first and second.
I see the announcement.
Hocevar in
Hold
15th.
on.
Watch this. Does he get into the wall a little bit, Hocevar, as he
Yeah,
and
actually got
Friesen
results this
battle?
time.
Whoa. If he didn't, he came awfully close to it.
I don't think he
I'm
did.
sorry.
And you do not want to mess
Probably
up
do
that
the-
right rear fender. We talk about leaning
Probably
on the
need to do
air.
the main event
That's
over
how you
today,
get
probably.
that downforce on the back. The side
I'm
force.
sorry,
as
I
it's
gotta eat some
referred
popcorn
to.
for that first
fender on the right
announcement,
rear is
Connor.
very important.
How about it, Jamie?
Yep, Trinity and LD Bell. Oh shit,
Yeah.
wrong channel.
I gotta eat some popcorn on that.
They're going for it. They know with 3 points below the cut coming into this race, they had to bring their best piece, and they did, guys, but they've got their hands full.
Well, and it's so important, and we talked about this during qualifying, the significance of qualifying, because you get that built-in track position. And Hocevar tonight qualified 15th, and he's not moved from that spot. And now he's on the outside looking in as far as stage points at the end of stage 1. He's got work to do.
Majeski just got by the first part of lap traffic, the 43 of Armani Williams.
Yeah.
You take a look at stage ones right now. Jeski's tied 4th overall. Getting a 4th stage one will put him up to win the tie for 3rd most.
Yep. Let's see. It's already halfway through stage 1.
Yep. Jeski looking to
Win the stage here. It would
get
help
his
him
4th
right now.
stage win. It would tie him for 3rd most this season with John Hunter Nemechek, who would finish 2nd in the stage if the field stays the same.
Back at Kansas Speedway, Camping World Truck Series Racing, presented by Blue Emu. 14 laps left here in stage 1. John Hunter Nemechek led the first 7, and then Ty Majeski took the lead and has not relinquished it over the last 9-10 laps now.
Nice corner there for the 38, the hamster truck.
Battle for 5th with Chandler Smith and the black
Hamster
18,
truck.
Zane Smith, the
Hamster
defending
truck.
race winner, won here in May.
Oh my god.
And the yellow 38.
Oh my god, that's actually Zane
Priest
Smith's
lurking
sponsor.
in the 17.
Yeah, they had a pretty good race. Ryan Priest in the 17.
That's gonna
and
be
the
a truck to
38,
get
Zane
whenever it
Smith,
comes
and
to
they
stun
caught
up.
the 18 of Chandler Smith.
Oh yeah,
while they
that's
were
gonna get
racing.
used.
Both of those trucks really
Hamster
good right
truck
now.
right there. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a truck to get for your.
I like what I'm seeing
And
from
our sim
17 early in
races.
this going. He's got some good
Your
speed.
simulation.
What a luxury it is for
What would-
David Gilliland Racing to have a
The
driver like
hamster
Ryan
truck.
Preece to be able to plug into that 17. His last two
what-
starts, a
what
first
hamster
and a
truck?
second, but always gives it a good run. And they've got Chad Johnston as the crew chief
That's
on that
Jameson's
truck
got it.
tonight, and normally with the 17.
Yep, Ryan Preece.
A lot of cup
Right there, that's
experience
17.
and cup victories for Chad.
Ryan Preece,
Yeah,
the
that
truck
just
he's in is in the
elevates
honor
whole
points
party when you
playoffs
have
this
somebody
season.
like Chad Johnston with the experience he has.
Nice.
You just learn so much about
Number
engineering
17
and
off of-
trends and the way
Locked
the way
into
to
the
set up
owners points playoffs with 2
vehicle.
wins, one
when you have that cup
from Todd
experience,
Gilliland
you
at
just have
Knoxville, the
more
other from
information at your fingertips.
the
When
driver-
you come truck racing,
the other
you
one
say,
from the
we don't
driver
have that
that's
information, we need to get
in the
it,
truck
and it helps
today.
elevate
Ryan
everyone.
Preece, he got that win at Nashville and back to back.
From our pit reporters, begin with Jamie.
Well, John Hunter
He
Nemechek
won
started on
the
the pole
same
for the
national
second
race
straight race
last
here at
year.
Kansas, and he's in the same truck as well. But right now, he's saying he's lacking right rear lateral grip in and out of the sun, and you can tell by the camera angles, the front stretch is full shade, back stretch full.
Now catching
sun.
up to
Josh-
the number 5 Tyler Hill. That helps Nemechek. And here we go.
The boys, they're side by side in turn 1 and 2.
I could have probably just jinxed Majeski.
Right now, and he said he's getting super free getting into 3, which is where he's losing ground right now, guys.
Well, it's interesting watching on the right-hand side of
The
the screen,
Jinx
John Hunter Nemechek getting around
out of
Tom
nowhere.
Majeski for the lead as Nemechek takes the point back.
Commentator,
But
Jinx.
Majeski had to check up for that
We-
truck that was lapped.
we
I think that was the
always
5
win.
of Tyler
Well-
Hill. That was the traffic for Majeski, and it allowed
Doesn't matter
Nemechek to get a good
if
run
it's-
and eventually the pass for the lead.
You know, if this truck was to tighten up a little bit as the temperature goes down, the sun goes down, and John Hunter's struggling in the sunlight right now, that could be trouble for the rest of the competition. Sometimes, though, when the sun goes down, trucks have a tendency to get a little bit freer because the front end of the truck, the tires in the front start sticking better and have to make some adjustments. But these teams are all over that.
There was Majeski having to lift just a bit for Tyler Hill, and that was all Nemechek needed.
We often talk about tire fall off. Right now, they're running
Wow.
22
Unbelievably,
laps completed,
we're
about
almost
2
done with
seconds
the
slower than
first
the
stage.
fastest laps they ran at the beginning of the race. These
Sure,
guys have an
the
extra
fuck
set of
yeah.
tires in the
Pretty
pits.
sure.
They may need them.
We're coming to 7 to go in
In
stage
front.
1.
Can he finish stage 1? Coming back, we'll have the answer.
Yeah. And you go to commercial. Nary mistake.
With 7 left in the stage, you go to commercial. Fox moment.
That's a Fox moment right there. Certified Fox.
See better broadcasting on SmackDown.
Well, gonna find that. I'm probably gonna find that out here in just a few minutes because unfortunately,
SmackDown's
Reddick
me.
had short track. If Reddick had short track ratings, I would put him into the, or put him in the.
in the race.
awesome. Now it's how it's.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna rename it Jade Car. Rename it Jade Buford Car Company. I want to put Reddick in.
And you take a look at this right here. The owner playoffs. It's just a 2-point. It's just a 2-point battle between 17 and 42.
Is that for continuing on? Or
That
what?
is for the final that is for the last transfer spot into the round of 8 for the owner points.
Then Jeremy Clements, obviously with his win at Daytona.
No, we're talking about what's here.
I know, but like I'm mixing like
Yeah, I know.
I'm here's the thing. I'm not able to watch 2 things at once.
Yeah. Good few handful of drivers laps so far. I thought they were about to go with caution. I thought there was about to be a caution right there.
Okay.
Speaking of cautions, they're about to lap Jack Wood.
Wow. That's a Jack Wood moment right there.
All right. I'm about to see
sorry.
who they.
I'm sorry, why did GMS put him in that truck full time?
Why does
Camping
GMS
World
even
Truck
have
Series
it?
racing from Kansas.
Coming off of a couple of years of actually good truck drivers in that truck, you had guys like Brett Moffett, Sam Mayer, Chase Elliott. Not like you count Greg Biffle in there, considering he won a truck race in like the last 5 years.
The position of Christian Eckes, who sits third.
I kind of forgot that he won a truck race at Texas in, what was it, 2019?
Who is 16.
2020.
Those three battling for that final playoff spot to advance, and you're right on board with Eckes. He's in position to really gain some significant ground here in stage 1.
Mike Snyder's actually locked into the
Racing
my
is what it's all
all-star race.
about. You got to count every point. We know the playoffs are about winning, but it's also about advancing. and you know, you get through this round,
Here we go.
and it gives you a chance to gain on the guys you're racing against and have a fresh shot in the next round. And what about that next round? Are you
Second
kidding?
last.
What a great lineup.
This is the second to last time for the backstretch, and
Homestead, Miami. It's just a great
turns.
set of racetracks for us to go battling on.
Couldn't be any different, really.
Here we go. White flag. One more time around for Nemechek in stage 1.
Found himself in the position of 10th out of 10 playoff drivers coming in.
And here's the thing, for Nemechek, if he wins the stage, Canadians officially no
so
longer
he is in
win.
position to better that in one fell swoop here of stage 1. Final lap of this stage here at Kansas.
User
Eckes
disconnected from your
If he can
channel.
stay there, he will get 8 stage points. And that will be huge.
Is that Thunder?
Matt Crafton's hanging on to that 9th
Here it is.
position, giving him a couple.
This will be stage win number 5 of the season for
takes the green
Nemechek.
and white checkers for his 5th stage win of the season. Majeski close by
right
in
now the
second, and
Xfinity
Eckes
All-Star
comes
race
across third.
would only have 13 drivers locked in. Okay, well, it has the open winners and
John
things, but I'm going off the
Nemechek.
time all-star race format.
Fast in practice,
So,
won the pole, looking to get the job done for the checkered flag tonight.
all-star opens everyone else.
Oh, here we go. Time to figure out who's going to be the replacement.
Nemechek really did not just do the fucking "you can't see me."
Oh,
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, his first name is John.
Why am I not surprised to see this guy
Wait, replacement for what?
at McAfee?
I'm guessing it's Corey Graves.
Yep.
Give me a second. I'm about to go fucking come.
but
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
for you though,
Motherfucker, I am. But yeah, Sean, what do you... Oh, I forgot to mention. What do you think about the other 4 drivers of me and Truex fans teams swapping primaries?
I think that's cool to hear about that.
I can't wait to see the Hallmark 66.
which is well, that's if it makes the race.
Yeah.
But man, I can't wait to see how those 2 you and Truex fans cars are going to be. And here's the thing. I save cars that are mine, but I'm saving both of those cars.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry, it just...
Heavily 19. That's going to look fucking amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got... Two team owners representing 2 rivalries. You got the motorsports rivalry, and then you got that football rivalry.
Mhm.
And then you got the swap primaries. I can't wait to see the Auto Nation 28, to be honest.
That's also gonna be that's another one that's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, and it's technically going to be a return in terms of one of the sponsors and numbers that Truex fan told me about earlier.
but...
The
Return and what now? What?
Target on the 78.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ha, Richmond. Alright, 28's not gonna enter because should I put
Adam just said, "Can a motherfucker make fried chicken in peace?" Motherfucker, that's the same level!
Also, I think we all knew there was going to be a new Bloodline member.
Yep, what's his name? Solo?
Yeah.
So I think Weatherman would probably be in the 34.
So off of that stage, when alone, John Hunter Nemechek is now locked into the next round. Only 6 of the 10 playoff drivers finishing inside the top 10 in stage 1. Nemechek, Majeski, Eckes, Smith, and both Smith... What are they, brothers or cousins?
Chandler Smith and Zane Smith, what? I don't know, honestly. Bay.
Or are they not?
Ryan Sieg, obviously, in the 39. CMR Roofing. Sure, why not? Just do regular CMR.
I don't think...
Kenyon was asking, did anybody get clown of the race for Charlotte?
Well, there wasn't really a clown of the race, really, was there?
I don't know. I wasn't there, so.
Alright, they're not related. Thomas Benjiggy.
Thomas Ben Jiggy.
Thomas Bengiggle.
Thomas Ben Giggy.
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 Nemechek going down pit road, it looks like it's almost the entire inside lane.
Actually, it looks like most of the field.
Most of the inside lane and some of the others.
Well, remember, there's this whole choose cone rule.
Yeah, but now they're going to the back.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this: it's probably a bad thing for the people that don't pit.
And it is Nemechek, Eckes, Majeski beats timeout. And Priest.
Well, gonna continue racing here in a bit.
Yep.
Thunder says, "Oh no!" Thunder says the drivers getting swapped their primary sponsors. He called it cursed.
Okay. So since there's no one else with short track ratings for the 13, I'm pretty much forced to put Natalie Decker in the 13. Not gonna make the race anyway, but yeah. And since if Xfinity did this in real life, it probably would have been around the same time as when was the? Oh, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I was originally considering putting Clements. I was originally considering putting Clements in the Open, but I don't. Yeah, I'll just leave him in the. I'll just leave him in the race. All right. We're set. We're set then. Crazily enough, Riley Herbst is actually in the Open. Now I just need a. Well, now I just need a North Wilkesboro track. Because I don't have one. Or do I? I might have to check. I might have to fact check that.
There you go.
Nope, I do not have North Wilkesboro.
Ooh.
Pick your poison, inside or outside.
Yep, either way, you better have a good restart.
Even check going with the inside. We're gonna pace around the track one last time before we start stage 2. John Hunter, Nemechek, Christian Neck is gonna be on that front row. Tanner Gray showing up for I think the first time in the top 10. What's I'm wrong and he has been here for a while.
Right.
Oh, that says Shear. I thought that said Joe Graff Jr. for a second.
Bro moment.
I was like, when the fuck did Majeski have Graff as a crew chief?
Good question.
In the case of that happened, he wouldn't be up there contending for stage wins right now.
He wouldn't be up. He wouldn't be contending for anything.
It's either Carson and Joseph are still stuck way back, still stuck in like the middle part of the field. As that pace truck's now gonna come in, as Nemechek and Eckes in control of the field now, as they get ready, as they come to the Geico restart zone. Green flag out for stage 2, and a good restart for Nemechek has help there from the 66 of Majeski.
Ryan Preece already up inside the top 5. Keep your eye on him.
Interesting to see the adjustments that were made and how they impact these trucks and the handling. There are a lot of drivers talking about how loose they were during that first stage.
Eckes holding up Majeski now, gonna give some help to the 4. Ryan Preece catching up there.
Nice move there by Eckes.
Corey Heim.
Truck bombing out in the corners. That's that low air pressure, and it just side skirts are scraping the ground. That's a good feeling for a driver, especially when you're moving through the field like he just did. Made a big move on Majeski, who was one of the fastest trucks in that first stage.
Eckes has been good here. Top 6 in the last 4. Been in position. And of course, well documented how close he has come to victory this season. He's been passed for the win 5 times, 4 times in the last 3 laps. Right now he's chasing down the 4. John Hunter Nemechek radio from the 4.
Eckes going way low.
Uh-oh. That could be a loose wheel. It's pretty early after this restart to report that. His left rear is what he said. Left rear vibration.
Yeah. They're going to go back and look at video because they have video of their pit stops to see if first they go to the tire changer. Did you get them all on? Did you get them tight? And if he thinks he did, they'll still go back and look at the video to make sure that a gun didn't malfunction or something like that. But that's certainly disconcerting. But you know, we talk about how good Eckes is right now. We can't underestimate the ability of these crew chiefs as we take a look at Eric Phillips, crew chief on that 4 truck for Nemechek, at the ability of these guys to make changes. Those trucks might not have been good in that first stage, but they can make them good. Sometimes they can make them even better if they were good.
And, of course, such a great working relationship between Nemechek and Eric Phillips. Eric Phillips is John Hunter's uncle. And this is the last season on the box for Eric Phillips. He will leave his position as crew chief at Kyle Busch Motorsports at season's end. So getting John Hunter to the championship 4 and a crack at that title, so important on many levels for Eric Phillips.
The march continues for that 17 truck. He's on the inside of Majeski. That's going to be a hard pass to finish. That's a perfect example of the air getting ripped off that right side. You saw how loose that made
17 past William Majeski and Zane Smith.
a spot and about 10 truck lengths right
Got Brett Holmes cracking top 20 right now. How about that?
Adjustments these crew chiefs make. He looked pretty
Interesting.
first stage. Now he's starting to look like he did here.
I'm telling you, Brett Holmes is one of these part-time... Okay, Brett Holmes Racing and Henderson Racing are 2 part-time truck teams that need to go full-time.
Honestly, though, I have to agree.
We need a full-time season for the 75 and 32.
Well, he's
Honestly, I can agree.
I have a feeling once Parker Kligerman's contract with NBC Sports stops, that's when he'll go full-time.
Probably, yeah. At least he has a win, and Mason Maggio was like 42 laps down.
It has been a tough road to hoe so far for this group, Jamie.
And Carson Hocevar was on the
At least I
struggle
think
bus
he was
there
on
in
there.
stage 1. So I went and asked Phil Gould, his crew chief, what they did. He said, we took a huge swing at it. Big air pressure, big wedge. He overshot his pit box too, but guys, I think those adjustments have helped. He's already moved up 5 spots since the restart, Josh.
And Chandler Smith in the 18 was getting really free by the end of stage 1. So on pit road, they made some major adjustments for him, putting the packer in, taking some rubber out, but it took longer than expected. Lost a ton of spots. They restarted.
God, Eck is still trying to keep up with that 4.
Back up to 14, so those adjustments working out.
Yeah, but if you're going to take extra time on pit stops, you got to get the truck right. I mean, the first stage break is when you take.
We've already reached 15 laps to go in stage 2.
5-second pit stop that Josh was talking about.
That's a lot of extra time.
It's a lot of extra time.
And Hocevar overshooting the box. He was in such a hurry to get
And a chance of running both stages
Nemechek continues
completely under green. Chuck's fan, you there? Check League social media.
I see. Nice.
I don't know why.
Not gonna steal shit!
I don't know why he thought that stuff was cursed.
I was applying to Kyle.
Oh. Oh. I'm not even looking now.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
my god!
Oh my god.
Back to Camping World Truck Series
was
racing
doing the
at
wakey.
Kansas Speedway. Great to have you with us. Presented tonight by Blue Emu. John Hunter Nemechek won stage 1, continues to run out.
Oh my god!
Stage 2. We're a little worried at the start of this stage. He had a left rear vibration, but hasn't turned it into anything more serious. So for his good fortune, Nemechek, by the
I don't
way,
know
was
why it's a problem,
spots into the next
because
round of the playoffs, joining Infinger and
it's just a
Chandler Smith.
sponsor.
So we have 4 of our 8 that have secured positions already
Yeah.
for the next round, which will begin Thursday night at
It's
Bristol.
like, here's the thing. I have a server.
Oh, did you just hear that? We're gonna be truck racing at Bristol on Thursday night.
It's tight down there.
User entered your channel.
Yeah, that's normal.
Who just joined?
The next round.
Thunder.
Those in yellow, the other
There has been
contenders.
the funny
Hey,
VC.
Carson Hocevar up to 11.
And he's near death.
They've certainly improved that truck, as has the Thorsport group for the 99 Ben Rhodes, as he's up into the 10th spot. Both those guys were well outside the top 10 for the duration of stage 1. As you see Eckes making a move on Crease.
Man,
Trying to. Crease holding off.
We've seen a lot of trucks come alive after that first pit stop, and the combination of that and the track cooling off. It's complemented some trucks, but not this one. The 52, Vince, they're struggling. Let's hear his radio, see what he's got to say.
I mean, we are absolute junk. He can't get in, he's driving it in, and then he's got to float the whole corner before he gets the gas. And it's sideways on the exit of 4. Sure, the brake bias is backwards, too.
Going backwards.
So, as you hear, a nightmare right now for Stuart Friesen in the 52, fighting a really loose truck, and that's not the only issue for him. So when they come in at the end of this stage, they're going to take a major swing to try and get this truck right for Stuart Friesen.
I got to tell you, Phil, he's in danger of going a lap down. He ran a second and a half off the pace last time around. We've only got 5 laps to go, but this is really critical time as he creeps closer and closer down there to that cutoff line that we've been talking so much about.
Well, those drivers ahead of him highlighted in yellow that are going to get those stage points, and Friesen is not. And the points, so important to grab those stage points when you can. Majeski to the 66, oh, the 44 with trouble. That's Bailey.
Bailey Curry, caution.
And the
Forget what I said.
That's going to save Friesen.
Yep.
Pit here too. Absolute. Come work on that. We know we're not going to get any stage points. Let's come in.
Bailey Curry was running just inside the top 20.
Bailey Curry driving the 44 this race full time in the Xfinity Series.
Probably just a little bit loose underneath another truck, maybe.
He had a really good run here a couple of years ago. This was his first start in the truck this season. Runs full time in the Xfinity Series, but had a really good run
Connor,
here a couple of years
check on
ago
our
for
2003
East.
chat.
Started at the rear, ran up inside the top 10.
No, I gotta post it.
Sorry, he said. Well, don't be that sorry. You didn't
So
crash.
yeah, check our 2003 chat.
That's a strange
Yeah,
place to get in that shape. Not even quite entering the corner yet. To the corner yet.
I tell you right now, if the caution, if the pit road opens
Okay, well, now you
before
can
the
check
end of the stage, which is only 3 laps to go, if I'm Chandler Smith and Grant Enfinger, I stop now because I don't care anything about stage points.
You're right.
That we'll have track position.
Oh!
It's going to end the stage.
Oh my god!
I was kind of looking forward to a one-lap
David
shootout.
Starr
Me
died.
too. Me too.
No debris on the track.
Wait, what?
That's
Okay, yeah.
Not sure why it would take 3 laps to
Yeah, Sean, check on our 2003
get a
chat.
reset.
Oh.
Fire him off, but that's the decision we are hearing from race control. And if that's the case, that would be the 6th.
I'm testing
stage
North
win of the
Wilkesboro
season
and that
for John
happened.
Hunter Nemechek, and an easy one earned over the course of these final laps.
Yeah, pit road's going to close right now with 2 laps to go in this
Whoa.
stage. So it's, that's going to prevent any pit
There was
stops
more.
anyway.
If I'm Stuart Friesen, I pit.
Yeah.
We got to do a lot of work to this 52 truck. He'll just have to start in the rear if he does so.
How about the 23 of Infinger, Jamie?
Okay, there's more. Check out.
Yeah, Grant Enfinger back
And
there
then
in
2003.
11th hasn't done
Try
a
again.
whole lot so far tonight. He brought the same truck he won the first race in the playoffs with at IRP. But he's saying right now he thinks he's too trimmed out. He's real fast on the straightaways, but through the corners he's having to lift and wait to get back on the throttle. Mike and Phil,
it's a lot of damage.
Fix here on the next round of pit stops.
He stars out of the race.
Crew chiefs will never quit trying to fix anything. I mean,
Man, what the fuck going on in Colorado?
Stage break here. They're going to have another pit stop in that final stage.
Whee!
So they will never give up. And the options that they have basically amount to air pressure, wind, some track bar adjustments, and then talking to Grant about what they're going to do to that truck and how he
just saying Grant Enfinger's truck is hot.
The changes that they make. Tough position when you're just slipping and sliding at 180 miles an hour.
Well, and for those crew chiefs too, I mean, boy, what a helpless feeling sometimes when you got
It's
to
gonna be a
like
one-lap
the
shootout.
crew chief for
The same race they're gonna win
was
that
talking about
quick.
all the issues that he was dealing with. And that's a tough task.
Where do you start?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they just did something to honor the Queen.
Who did?
WAE.
Check no mic.
We'll look here in a second.
I will eat your fucking liver. I will eat your fucking
Alright, well,
liver.
I have the grip percentages. Alright, there we go.
This eagle stole my pizza. I will eat your fucking liver.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek's gonna sweep the stages. Not surprised.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh.
I will eat your liver.
I will eat your fucking liver.
Yeah.
How about you?
Back here at Kansas Speedway, and officially John Hunter Nemechek will be taking the green and white checkers to secure
Was
Tyler Hill getting third in the stage? Oh my god.
No, no, Vince Welch. It's still Nemechek.
Each stage win, so that's 2 playoff points that Nemechek will get to take with him to the next round and beyond.
They're like insurance.
They are indeed.
Yeah. Carry that stuff with
Guy,
you all the way.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car blasting.
38 truck was. This stage
No.
was in the first stage. Zane Smith.
Equally as impressive as Carson Hosevar. He was able to drive a truck that was outside the top 15 all the way up to the top 10.
And got a playoff. Got a stage point for it.
Eckes has looked real strong tonight as well, and he began the night 10th out of 10 in the playoff, on the playoff grid, and he has greatly improved his position.
Yeah, that whole ThorSport team has really brought some speed
Okay, I got a good percentage that I want.
weekend. Eckes leading the charge.
So Ben Rhodes was outside of the top 10 in this stage. We saw some speed early on in that stage. Maybe he can make some more changes and improve that truck just a little bit.
Yeah, finished the stage 12th, so didn't get any stage points, but still an improvement, I think, over what he was in stage 1. And here you see the combined points through stages 1 and 2. Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek have clinched playoff spots in round 2 with their performance tonight. Down to pit road for these stops. We'll begin with Jamie.
And John Hunter Nemechek in the 4. His 46 laps so far. He had that early vibration, but hasn't mentioned it since. They told him we're not falling off as much as some of the other trucks. They're going to go ahead and make a wedge adjustment and air pressure because they know it's cooling down for the second half of the race, Josh.
And then 98 of Christian Eckes saying he was sliding the right front, and during that last run was concerned they had a loose wheel, so they're going to make sure that right front is tight for him. Moving on to the 38 of Zane Smith, said he was struggling 3 and 4, needed more to be able to get past John Hunter Nemechek for the lead, but he didn't want to make too much of an adjustment because, like Jamie said, they know the track is cooling down.
Some good stops. Some good work down there on pit road. Some changing positions. But John Hunter Nemechek wins stage 1 and 2. Kansas. Sun is setting and temperature in the low 80s. Great to have you with us. Playoff elimination race, and Ty Majeski has become the 5th driver to clinch a spot into the next round.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Oh.
Majeski, the 5th driver, to clinch a spot into the next round.
How about Ryan Preece in the
Officially
17
now.
He loves to play that spoiler role. This is just his 8th start this season. He's had a shot at winning every time out. He's already got 1 win on the year. But they've been a adjusting on this race truck, and they've gotten him tightened up just a little bit. So the truck's coming to him. He's second. Keep your eye on that 17.
Impressive for sure. How about Matt Crafton back outside the top 10?
Now it's time to take gloves off. Got herself a hole now.
Matt Crafton taking the gloves off. Imagine that. He knows how to do it. 3-time series champ.
Yeah, and all day long, that's been his attitude. We know our back's against the wall. We've got a fast truck. We're going to go out there and execute, and we're going to make it happen. This is when he really needs to get up on the wheel, take the gloves off on this restart. This is when you can gain 4 or 5 spots that are really hard to gain once everybody spreads out.
And the hole he's in is because Christian Eckes has been so good. 15 stage points for Christian Eckes today.
The third and final stage of the elimination race from Kansas Speedway is green. John Hunter Nemechek and Ryan Preece on the front row.
A couple of strong trucks out there on the outside, though, with pushing. Preece has got a good show from Zane Smith.
Corey Heim, Nemechek's teammate, behind him.
Almost contact with the blue and white truck at Benfica. Ooh, a spin.
And we got a spinner.
In the 30.
Oh.
Nice job.
Caden Honeycutt.
Inside wall.
Caution is out.
Well,
Got off the brakes at the perfect time. And drove
I
that
guess
straight
it wasn't
to the
going to take long before we had a
Inside the top 20.
something happen.
See the
But it did. It got into the first lap of stage number 3.
headed to pit road and 2 yellows tonight.
Must be a track.
Contact either time.
Must be a track bar or something back there.
Maybe the flat tires. He thinks something's broke. He got hooked in the right rear corner by the 40.
I think he was trying to top up, and there wasn't any room there. Dean Thompson occupied that space.
Good job by Haley Deegan avoiding the spinning truck. Thankfully, a lot of room for Honeycutt to
I don't think Dean.
maneuver down there to keep it from any contact. I'm not sure who got into it.
That was the 40 of Dean Thompson.
Yeah, I don't think he came down.
No, I don't think so. I think Honeycutt tried to move up, and Thompson was in the spot. You can see the little bit of damage there on the right rear.
Yeah, hopefully it's just the flat tires that Caden was thinking that something was broke.
I mean, you see that damage, you don't think it's a lot of damage, but at those speeds, it doesn't take much, does it?
No, you can push a truck around, Vince. You don't have to lean on it with a fender.
Caution early in the third and final stage at Kansas.
I'll be right back.
Microphone muted.
Hey, tomorrow you want to start your Saturday strong with America's #1 game window. How about Big Noon Saturday? Legendary powerhouses colliding. Bryce Young and the top-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Texas Longhorns. Phil, I'll take Alabama, give you Texas.
Okay, thanks.
It all starts at 10 Eastern on the Big Noon kickoff. Crew is live from Austin, and then it's
You don't
on
think
Fox.
Larry Mack might be down there in the crowd, do you?
He's going to be watching, I'll guarantee you.
He loves him some Alabama Crimson Tide football.
Such a fun time with the football season kicking off on both the college and the NFL levels. And of
Late
course,
throws.
NASCAR in the playoff throws as well.
And last month of the Major League Baseball season.
Exciting stuff. Well, we had last week in the Cup Series playoffs, you had Eric Jones, the non-playoff driver, winning at Darlington. What a great win that was. And tell you what, we've got 3 guys here in the top 4 that aren't playoff drivers but are threatening to maybe do what Eric did with Corey Heim, Ryan Preece, and Tyler Ankrum.
You know, that's why I love this truck series so much, Vince, and getting to call these races. We identified Eric Jones as a Cup winner about the 2nd or 3rd truck race he ever run when he was 16, 17 years old. He came here and he obviously had a lot of talent, and he went on to now have won 2 Southern 500s. So you're looking at the talent that will eventually be the guys winning on Sunday in this truck race here tonight.
Blue Emu race summary. John Hunter Nemechek has been out front for 53 laps. Ty Majeski had his moment in the sun, literally, when the sun was still out, leading 14. Zane Smith credited for 1 lap led.
See that 29 trucks on the lead lap. That's why we can't figure out who's going to get that coveted last spot into the next round until the very end of this thing.
Corey Heim had the opportunity to restart on the outside of the front row, but he decided to start 3rd instead. That way he can line up behind his teammate John Hunter Nemechek and give a push on this restart.
What about that 16 truck of Tyler Ankrum? He's creeped up to the top 5. He had a really strong 2nd stage. We'll see what he's got now. Can he give Preece the push he needs? Certainly on him, isn't he?
Corey Heim's on that 4 truck of Nemechek too.
Fanning out deep in the pack. Nemechek taking advantage of a little teammate help, and here comes Zane Smith and Tyler Ankrum.
Strong move on the outside by Zane and grabs that 2nd spot.
Ankrum back there now, put 3 wide in the middle. Contact.
As Kraus against the outside wall, the 19 truck, you can see a little bit of damage.
I think that might have been contact with Hocevar.
Yeah, I think Carson and he got together. Matt DiBenedetto in the 25 trying to push up through the field. He hasn't been as strong as that. Oh, more trucks into the wall.
Like Dean Thompson that time in the 40 truck.
Boy, the spots are a premium right now. Nobody give it an inch.
Look who's back there in that mess. Matt Crafton tries to dive hard in the corner, slides up in front of Moffett in the 22.
It just wouldn't stick down there, Mike, when he drove in that corner.
Yeah, Brett Moffett in the 22. First time we've mentioned him tonight. Had to start at the rear of the field due to unapproved adjustments. Just his 2nd start in the truck series this season, but of course the former series champion running back there at 21st.
There's Haley Deegan on the inside of Crafton. That's Haley in the 1 truck. Brett Holmes, the 32 truck. See, there's Kraus.
He was making some time up there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I don't think Hocevar had any idea he was even coming.
Wow, that was a power move off turn 4.
Just celebrated his 21st birthday last week. Probably felt like that a little bit that night, getting banged into the wall a time or two out there with his spotter, Freddie Kraft.
A lot of people didn't see him coming, you know, the same deal as then.
He didn't see them coming either.
There's Ankrum in the 16 and Chandler Smith right behind him. Remember, Smith had that long pit stop as they were making major changes to that 18 truck, and Ty Majeski back there in the 66 as well.
Nice move by Chandler on the outside there. 7th, 8th, and 9th.
That's probably as far back as Majeski has been this entire race. Caution is out again.
4th time, and it's for the 22 of Moffett.
Oh,
engine issue.
Moffett was back there 20th. And Moffitt's bringing it to a stop. It's going to climb out of there.
probably going to end his night, but good news for Brett. He's got a great car for tomorrow for the Xfinity race.
Qualified 16th, I think.
Yeah, somewhere up. I knew he was up in the top 20, so I know he's looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's just good to have Brett back. And he's such a great young racer, and really happy to see him being able to show his talents. Unfortunately, tonight it comes to an end.
Yeah, I had higher hopes for Moffett tonight in that 22, driving for Austin Wayne Self. Moffett, one of 3 former Kansas winners. And it's interesting that Moffett, Crafton, and Zane Smith are the 3 former Kansas winners in the field tonight. And all 3 of them's last win, Kansas.
Well, Moffett, you talked about him starting at the rear, Phil, as he gets in with the AMR safety team. He was running top 5 speeds as he was coming through the field, so he had a good truck. We'll see out in the distance. You'll see a truck go up in smoke. That's Brett there.
Yeah, big time blow up. You could see the oil that trailed. Who had a truck spinning down through the infield. Sounded like maybe Timmy Hill in the 56 truck.
Probably oil off of Brett's, or
Timmy.
Couldn't see, one or the other.
Yeah, there was definitely oil trailing behind that truck. You can see it right there even before the fire. It's a truck normally driven by Austin Wayne Self. Just oil that gets on the headers. You can see it right there, right behind that left front tire.
Comes to a stop abruptly.
Just about it. It went out when he came to a stop.
He can hold his head high about how he was wheeling that 22 truck, though, racing up through the field. Destiny Homes is one of Brett's sponsors that's been with him for a while.
Put the 22 on the hook. The 20, by the way, Jesse Little getting the free pass. And you saw the speedy drive being put down on the track. That oil cleaned up.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Boy, it is a beautiful night. Love it. Been a pretty good night for some of these guys, too. 8 of the 10 will advance to continue with their shot at the title.
Welcome back to Kansas Speedway. Pit road has opened, and we have a few takers, including the 42 of Carson Hocevar, still working to get this truck better. We're watching this from the top of the pit box. They're not where they wanted to be. They'll take their last set of sticker tires here, Vince.
Certainly a decision really where they have nothing to lose. I mean, you got to make the changes because the truck is not where they need it to be, and right now he's on the outside looking in.
Yeah, plus Vince, it's not out of the stretch of imagination that he couldn't stretch his fuel all the way to the end. So if you're not where you want to be, although it looked like a routine Ford tire pit stop, there was a lot of adjustments that went on during that pit stop. So he worked on the truck, but now we're just trying to play the strategy game, get some gas that the other guys don't have, and hopefully no cautions fall.
And I want to come back in with one to go to. I want to make sure that I have as much fuel, pack as much fuel in that thing as we can have. And maybe if this thing goes green all the way, maybe I steal something. Jamie, what's Phil Gould thinking down there?
Well, that was the last second call to come down pit road. We were right here waiting to talk to him, so we called the pit stop from alongside you. So what do you think, Phil? What are you guys fighting? What do you need to race your way into this next round?
Well, I think we're at a must-win situation right now, or, you know, something bad happens to the 98 and the 88. But we just started the race way too loose, and we've got it tightened up now, but just don't have the speed to drive through the field. And we're a couple laps short on fuel, and nobody else took the gamble, and we did. And it's highly unlikely that it'll go caution-free, but hopefully it will. Miracles do happen.
Miracles do happen. We'll see if this strategy pays off. Josh?
Right now here with Shane Wilson, crew chief of the 88, where we see where he is, 15 below the cut line right now. So, Shane, what more do you guys need to be able to compete for a win here tonight?
Well, we just got to keep on trying to get our truck better. Just haven't had a good night. Hasn't been quite as good as we hoped for, but, you know, we'll see how this caution goes, and we'll just, you know, obviously try to make something happen. But a lot of these races can switch in the, you know, the last run, so we just got to keep them close enough and hopefully make a run at the end.
Thanks and good luck the rest of the way, Shane. Guys.
I want to pit. If I'm Matt Crafton, I want to pit and get me some gas because we don't have the speed, just like Hocevar didn't. That's exactly what Phil Gould told us. You know, we're not going to be able to race our way to victory. Maybe we can slip in there and have a miracle happen. But there's other guys that are in that same position, including Crafton and Friesen, that absolutely, I think, with one to go, come to pit road.
Yeah, and if they don't, I think they're relying on another caution flag. They figure they're going to get another caution flag and get that opportunity. What Hocevar is, obviously, he got a chance to work on his truck. He still has another set of tires. He does, you know, he can still come back in the pits in 20 or 30 laps. Let's see what he was talking about on the radio.
Just take care of safe fuel, maximize that, save yourself. Just be annoying, just constant, as in like remind me nonstop.
Yeah, that's saving fuel, not exactly a driver's preference.
But he wants to hear it. You know, he said,
remind me.
Yeah, he said, be annoying. So he was telling him to get on his nerves. Do they come back here and top off?
Well, I would. I would absolutely come back in and top off.
When you guys talk about another caution here in the third and final stage, keep in mind the last 3 races here, the final green flag stretch was 8 laps or less. So if you follow that trend, we would get a late caution and set up a final maybe restart dash to the finish.
Don't tell Phil Gould and Carson Hocevar that, Vince. You're messing up their plan.
Right now, 55 to go. Oh, we got a lot of racing left. That grid could change a lot in 55 laps.
User disconnected from your channel.
Racing tonight and tomorrow night, it's Baseball Night in America on Fox. Ohtani and the Angels taking on Altuve and the American League West leading Astros. Or you get the Guardians and Twins battling for the top spot in the AL Central. All begins tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern on Fox. Check the local listings for the game in your area. Well, how about those two guys, Ohtani and Altuve, talking about great talents.
How about Judge? Is he gonna break Roger Maris' home run record for the American League?
He is.
It's a lot of power.
Worth the price of admission, isn't he? And this one has been pretty good here tonight that we've been treated to at Kansas Speedway. Third and final stage, approaching the 50 to go mark. John Hunter Nemechek on this restart, leading the way. Zane Smith leads the outside line.
A lot of help from Corey Heim. John Hunter Nemechek. Zane didn't have that help that time.
Look at Chandler Smith, really strong before that caution came out. He looks up to make it 3 wide, running inside the top 10. Corey Heim moves up top in front of the 38 of Zane Smith. As you see, Ryan Preece running through the middle.
And that blue truck that just slipped into the third spot belongs to Christian Eckes. Looks like some more contact, but still green. Eckes started the night 10th out of 10 on the playoff grid. And he has had a wonderful night. Now taking a look at Corey Heim for second. And if it ends now, Eckes is in.
Phil, you ever been following a guy and he runs into the wall and you run into the wall right behind him?
Yeah. You were using him as a gauge.
You just can't see where you're going. It looked like that happened about 4 of them off turn 4 there.
Chandler Smith making the move on Infinger for 6th. Tyler Ankrum right behind him. Ankrum's having a good run tonight in the 8th spot.
Tanner Gray slotted in 9th position right now. Good run for him.
Look at this battle for second.
Zane Smith has it in that yellow 38. Eckes is the blue 98. And the 51 of Corey Heim and the 17 of Ryan Preece on the move.
Well, how that push from the outside by Preece on the Corey Heim. Got them both out in front of Eckes.
50 to go. Nemechek continues to lead. Watch that contact there, the bottom part of the screen.
There was 3 of them that hit the wall. It started with the 19 of Derek Krause, then Dean Thompson hit it. Look at all that. And then Jack Wood, the 24 truck hit it.
Just follow the leader.
Just follow the leader.
Until you've been behind the wheel of one of these things, events, and trying to follow somebody off, trying to follow the leader, and he runs into the wall and you don't. It's kind of surprising.
It makes perfect sense to you. Me, on the other hand, is thinking, why did you do that? You saw the guy just run into the wall.
Just turn left and miss it. Ryan Preece grabs that 3rd spot from Corey Heim.
David Gilliland Racing Equipment is strong. Those Fords are good. You're seeing Preece do it again tonight. Inside the top 5. Tanner Gray, the other truck in that stable, is running 10th. And a solid night from Haley Deegan as well.
Now this is where she made her first career start. The truck
All right,
finished 16th
I'm back.
in her first voyage. Up in the 18th spot right now.
She's been higher than that at various times tonight.
What about Carson Hocevar? He's got that extra gas, hoping for no caution.
Another set of tires too.
And he's all the way up inside the top 15. Around Matt Crafton, you see Crafton back there. Frieson's back there. A couple of the guys inside the playoffs right now.
Matt Crafton's going the wrong direction, guys.
Boy, what a helpless feeling it must be for Crafton. Look at that.
Oh.
Around the outside.
Oh, boy.
User entered your channel.
And again.
3 spots with that one move.
I think Krause had a flat tire and he was trying his best to stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Up top.
Bailey Curry in the 44 truck got really loose now. He's on the top of 3 wide.
Carson Hocevar was making all that ground. He just gave it all right back because of that issue off turn 4. That's the 17th position. Haley Dealey and that Deegan.
Haley Dealey? I know I was not the only one that heard that.
I heard that. Michael!
As many trucks as you can, but save fuel while you're doing it.
There's the issue.
Wow, how about Kligerman getting by?
And look at all the spots it cost
the 42 truck. Yeah, he caught the 19 of Derek Kraus at exactly the wrong time.
Crafton threads the needle.
Is that a right front issue you think on Kraus, Phil? It looked like a right front. I wasn't sure. Obviously an issue.
Nemechek, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski have all clinched playoff spots into the round 2, joining Chandler Smith and Grant Enfinger, but plenty of work to be done.
Thomas having the prime time of his life.
Zane Smith runs second in that yellow 38. Ryan Preece behind him in the 17 truck, and they are both setting their sights on that white number 4 of John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek has been a dominant force tonight. Boy, how about that tight spot that Grant Enfinger was in, but he is able to navigate through in that 23 with Chandler Smith in the 18.
Great battle for the 5th spot right there. Top of your screen. That's if the race were to end right now. That's how the playoffs would look. Matt Kraft and Carson Hocevar would be out, but we know Carson Hocevar stopped on that last caution, is trying to make it to the end of the race if we don't get another caution. Like Vince, you already told us that we're going to get one in the last 8 laps. Anyway, well, Jimmy told him. Jimmy told him. That's right.
Everybody else has got to stop.
Yes, without a doubt.
We think they might start stopping events around lap 100, maybe up to 110, splitting this stage and getting those fresh tires well before that. And that'll make it interesting for Hocevar if that does happen, because then he will just stay out on the racetrack.
Oh my God, this Kyle guy is really stupid.
After they pit. Yeah, normally if everybody was in the same boat, then they know they would get the waiver on because they know everybody else would pit.
Bro, I was literally about to go into this guy's DMs and ask him if I could have Torak drive the 33 for Shell in my season, my team next season.
So Hocevar would have another set in the pits.
The other guys have 2 sets in the pits.
Man, but I get. Oh yeah. Here's something that I want to do for people like him. Enjoy this.
For anybody who's watching the stream, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but this guy's not thinking.
And he is here this weekend. As you see the precious moment right there, Ben told me it just gives him new perspective. And he's so excited about this new opportunity. But as far as the task at hand behind the wheel, they just haven't been able to get off the corner the way they want to. So trying to hold on to that position. He's in the good right now to move on, but he needs to get a little bit better to secure that spot.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. Just one top 5 in the last 12 races for Rhodes, the defending series champ. Got to say, though, I like the colors, that bright orange. Kubota on board as sponsor. Kubota celebrating their 50th anniversary in the U.S. and doing great business with Thor Sport. Good to see them on board, and I like the looks of that 99 truck, and they just wanted to go a little faster.
Mostly, if nothing else can happen now.
Racing along though. What's going on here? Just lose the nose there. A little
I don't know if we can see something happen.
Oh.
Oh, that was close.
May I remind you, we're racing for 10th. That's just the way the action is in the truck series. I believe Kligerman's going to make the run on the outside, though. Use Purdy for draft. They're both going to put Rhodes in their rearview mirrors.
Okay, this is lap 100. I think we're in their window, Michael, when we can see some of the guys maybe start coming to pit road. And that's basically just to cut this last section of the race in half, so they get the advantage of the fresh tires starting now.
And as soon as some of them start pitting, that's when Carson Hocevar's decision, Phil Gould and those guys not to come top off with gas starts to get more and more interesting, because he's just going to keep logging laps and try to put people a lap down. Still a long way to go in this race.
Kligerman in 11th, won his most recent start prior to
anything can happen.
Guys, we're being told that Hocevar has been told that he's good on fuel by Phil Gould and his guys. We saw the 19 of Derek Krause. He came to pit road. We saw him have that flat tire. He has fresh tires on. This is a good illustration of what fresh tires would do to these guys if they came to pit road now, Michael.
Makes you feel like Superman.
And don't think those crew chiefs aren't paying attention to that 19 truck of Derek Krause.
Now tip the cap to Shane or to Chase.
Yeah, because that's on their main importance now.
32.51.
Talk about how the teams aren't paying attention to a driver.
While he was passing trucks, that's at least 0.3 of a second faster. And how about the leader coming to pit road, Jamie?
John Hunter Nemechek, it has been his night, has led 87 laps so far, swept both of the first 2 stages. You see him taking that.
John Hunter Nemechek has just led most of this race.
Pressure adjustment to get this truck hooked up to the end, Josh.
We know Chandler Smith and the 18 team made a major adjustment earlier in the race. It did pay off, and now as he comes into pit, he said he needs more front turn, otherwise they're going to get him tires and fuel.
Chassis adjustment there for the 18. Everybody's still working on their trucks, trying to get them better. Zane Smith on pit road as well, Josh.
And Zane Smith coming in right now with the one complaint for him, he is very free, so they're going to try and help him out as well as getting him tires and fuel, as he's been one of the strongest trucks out there tonight.
Ryan Prince in the 17, and he thought he had an issue. He almost brought it down pit road about 4 laps ago, but the problem seemed to go away. They're keeping an eye on that. Set of sticker tires there for Priest.
Yeah, John Hunter just forced everybody's hand. When John Hunter came to pit road, that forced everybody else to come to pit road because he would have had fresher tires than everybody. But meanwhile, Carson Hocevar is continuing just to move up the scoring pylon.
All the way up to second. The only truck ahead of him right now is Christian Eckes, who hasn't pitted yet. See what kind of lead. There's Eckes. Looks like he might be slowing down. Yes, he's going to enter pit road here off turn 4, getting all he can to the timing line, making sure not to speed. This is the money stop. We can't have a mistake on this pit stop by the driver or the team, Josh.
And for the 98, as they're trying to hold on to a playoff spot, saying he's losing all his speed, center to exit, just too loose, so they're going to try and make an adjustment for him to help him bring this thing home.
Oh my god. Okay, yep, that's the best response I've seen to that meme. You like the way your skin feels on your body? You don't? Well, just peel it off. And Kyle just responds saying, honey, get the potato peeler. Alright, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yep, that means gotta go. That means gotta go.
User disconnected from your channel. User entered your channel.
I'm screenshotting that and sending it to Adam.
Is John Hunter Nemechek, and John Hunter is 20 seconds behind Carson Hocevar.
I'm sorry, but that means gotta go.
I'm gonna piss him off, but God, I think he's gonna like it. What the fuck?
Hocevar is John Hunter, a little over a second a lap. So Hocevar is gonna need a little bit of help from his friends. Nobody having the caution come out and take advantage of this great pit call, this risky pit call.
Oh boy, let's see how many people get mad at
I
this.
think right now it's a win, even if the caution does come out. He's gained track position. He's going to be able to pit. Now, would it be better if the caution didn't come out? I think it would. I do too.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Just stays green the rest of the way.
Oh, not the gun.
He probably isn't going to beat John Hunter. John Hunter
Oh, I'm about to be sus as shit with this.
I think to run him down a little over a second and 4/10 last time
Yo.
by. So that adds up to John Hunter getting there, but man, what a great call this is right now.
Well, and if Hocevar could finish it with the win, it would be his first career victory.
Yeah. More people still at the pit. Mostly, I'm going to say it is unfair advantage for the guys that have not pitted. And no, I'm saying it's a disadvantage, not an advantage here.
I don't think Kenyon got the memo that I'm retiring after season 8. He just asked me if I wanted the 15 once he retires.
Yeah, 2 seasons after you.
Technically 3.
Technically, yeah, 3.
Yeah, because he's retiring after season 11.
I'm still debating on my own. Because I've been having this whole thought of if I want to still keep going or not.
Carson Hocevar, the leader, but he's on a different strategy than the others. So the big question is, how long can he hold on to the lead?
Microphone
I
muted.
said, hold on.
Chasing have much of the
Oh, did not need to do.
Lost another second that last time by. The lead is down to 12 seconds over Nemechek. Bailey Curry on the same strategy in the 44 truck. He and Colby Howard, Matt DiBenedetto, all 3 running the top 5 as well.
Hocevar with
right there.
20 or so.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Looking at his tires are about 20 or so older than those chasing him. Guys like Nemechek, Zane Smith, etc. Jamie?
Well, this is the moment Carson Hocevar was hoping hoping for, to be out front leading this race. They brought a brand new truck. They put everything into this setup, and he said this style of track is our bread and butter. We've got to win this one tonight and experience what it's like to go to victory lane. They just told him on the radio they're about a second quicker than us, and of course they're talking about John Hunter Nemechek and Zane Smith on the move.
Yeah, Nemechek now 12 seconds back with 18 laps remaining.
Nemechek around Colby Howard into the third spot. I'm still scratching my head while Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen, they were running behind Carson Hocevar and stayed out. They had nothing to lose. Take a chance. That's what Hocevar did. And as laps wind down, it looks like it could be the chance that gets them into the next round of the playoffs.
I still think Nemechek is going to get there. I'm not sure anybody else is. Zane Smith right now is a couple seconds behind Nemechek, and he's the next one on fresher tires. Colby Howard is in between those, and he's on the same strategy as Hocevar. And I'm not sure that some of those guys, I know Hocevar has been told that he's okay in fuel, but I'm not sure that all those guys got the, got the full or whatever. We may see some trucks run out of gas towards the end of this thing as well.
Now with Hocevar being the leader, this is the way the action sits around the bubble, with Rhodes +4, Eckes -4. Eckes is back at 14th, Rhodes is 19th.
Yeah, Christian Eckes just got his lap back. He just passed Hocevar a couple laps ago.
If I'm Carson Hocevar, I'm drafting anything I can get my nose behind. See how long I can stick him behind Kligerman in that 75 and use that air to help him get better fuel mileage.
Now, is this a nerve-wracking situation for Hocevar?
For sure. I mean, he likes where he's sitting, but Vince, you're sure that a caution is going to come out, and then you're uncertain about what will happen if the caution comes out. But if I'm the crew chief and put him in this position, I said, Carson, just give me the laps. Give me 15 of the best laps you've ever driven, and we'll let the cards fall where they may from there.
You see on the grid, the pylon to the left-hand side of the screen, the lap that these drivers last pitted. Hocevar last pitted on lap 80, Nemechek 103, Zane Smith 104. We're talking about 23, 24 different fresher tires. That's big.
And look at his hands. That's how you know, too. He's all over the gas, all over that steering wheel, trying to keep it pointed straight.
But what Phil Gould has done, they've given him the best opportunity to, A, win the race. That may not happen, but to make it to the next round, that might happen.
And look at his eyes. He has to be so focused, so he can't afford a mistake. Running right out next to the outside wall, can't get into the wall.
Phil, you're talking about Hocevar possibly winning or possibly making the place. It was the only chance they had
100%
to do it. And Phil Gould, whether it works or not, you got to give Phil credit for making that call.
I mean, Matt Crafton and Stuart Friesen didn't make that call. Matt's running 20th, and Stuart Friesen's running 24th right now.
Look at this mess.
There is Crafton in that yellow 88. Oh, my goodness.
Carson doesn't want to see any of that.
No.
You guys
Stay away from each other. Stay away from each other.
Please work that out.
Nemechek now has moved into the second spot, as you can see, 7 laps behind, or 7 seconds behind. Josh, what about the 98?
And you guys are just talking about what the playoff picture looks like. Well, the team came over the radio, told Christian Eckes, hey, right now, Carson Hocevar is in the lead. If it ends this way, we are out. So they told him, we just need 3 more spots. Keep pushing, keep going, keep doing what you need. But Christian Eckes aware of what he needs and aware of who's in front right now.
And, of course, the entire picture changes if we get a caution, and teams are going to have to decide, hey, do we come to pit road? They've got another set of tires. Do they take 4? Do they take 2? Do they risk it by staying out?
And if Hocevar loses the lead, then things change. Right now, you see him locked in because he's our leader. I'm not sure exactly where he would be if he loses that lead to Nemechek, who's now just about 7 seconds behind.
I think if the caution comes out right now, Vince, we all pit. I think you got to have those tires. We saw how important they were when Hocevar stayed out just those 20 laps. I think everybody will pit, and it just keeps getting more and more interesting to that man that made this great call that has put Carson Hocevar in this position, coming to 10 to go here in Kansas.
See Ben Rose, that yellow truck on the inside, he's unlapping himself. He's running in the 16th position right now.
10 laps remaining.
Oh, here we go.
Hocevar continues to lead, but
10 left.
Nemechek is cutting in to that deficit. deficit now just over 5 seconds.
And if you do the math, Vince, with the lap times they're running, John Hunter should make it there with about 2 or 3 laps to go, it looks like.
Yeah, and he should be able to drive by him easily, too, because he's at least at the very worst a half a second faster. That lap, he was about 9/10 of a second faster than Hocevar. But there's nothing Hocevar can do about it. He's running absolutely as hard as he can on the tires he's on.
Yeah, he's sideways off turn 4 that lap.
And there you see John Hunter. So you saw the perspective there of where Hocevar was on the track and where John Hunter is as Nemechek chases the 42.
That lap, he lost a second, and he's only 4 seconds ahead. So it's inevitable what's going to happen for the lead. But does this strategy call give him enough points to point his way in?
It'll become more clear when Hocevar does lose the lead, exactly where he is. How about radio from the 42?
We're running the path. We do not have to win the transfer. We're in the path for you, what place you need to be. But you just keep in your marks right here.
That's right.
Good information to Hocevar.
Guys, he has a full 7-second lead on Zane Smith right now, who's running 3rd. So he may only lose 1 position here, guys.
Yeah, Nemechek and Smith were running much closer to one another, but Nemechek has gapped Zane Smith.
So this is how both of my boys are eliminated in the first round. Fucking damn it.
Hands of Carson Hocevar.
That's valuable information he got from his team there. Spotter Tyler Green, that we don't have to win. That means that Carson doesn't have to overstep his boundaries. He doesn't have to take a chance on wrecking.
Oh, hey. A dream come true for one is a nightmare to another.
One thing, but we're going to race into the next round of the playoffs.
Boy, Hocevar.
Am I the only one that's still here?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, but like I said, a dream come true for one is a nightmare for another. Fucking hell.
Not everyone can make it.
Has not yet gone to victory lane, and what a huge moment it would be if
Vince, I swear to God.
in the playoffs could possibly manage to
Just shut it. Just shut the fuck up.
If he can finish 2nd here and make it to that next round of the playoffs, it will be like
Yeah.
a win for him. It's more important than a win right now. A win would be nice.
We just want to make it to the end of the race.
There's a lot of traffic between
Here we
those
go.
two right here, as you can see. So it's
Holy
not
shit.
impossible that Nemechek doesn't get him.
That's a lot of traffic.
Only lost
Yeah.
6 tenths.
Good luck there,
Get him there.
John
But it's
Hunter.
Nemechek that has the better tires, though.
And you're right, Phil. Look at that clock.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We're going to be at 4 to go this time.
That's Tyler Ankrum in the 16 truck behind Hocevar as they come up on more traffic.
Remember the heartbreak in Charlotte with Hocevar? Comfortable lead, dominant truck, late caution comes out, cost him that win.
Michael, shut up.
Just stop it. Just shut the fuck up.
Hocevar get back on the lead.
Shut up.
He doesn't need to fight him off.
Shut up!
Just don't talk about it.
Strategy call
Okay?
by Bill Gould.
Let's see if we can get to the end here.
But Nemechek now within a second and a half.
GG's to Hocevar, but god damn it.
As Nemechek cleared all that
Well,
traffic, Vince, we'll get a good
here we
look
go.
right here. Oh, he still has a
3 to
couple
go
laps.
this time.
It's one of those trucks. Vince, you asked me if it was nerve-wracking. It is for me. I'm a nervous wreck.
Now, I feel happy for Hocevar, but dude, fuck.
Nemechek in
This
the
is our
second
chance. Oh.
He's got
I don't know. Hold on.
Can Nemechek get around Crafton and make a run at the 42?
Oh, Hocevar's getting a run. Yep, that's it. That's it right there.
2 to go, Vince.
This is good stuff.
Oh,
Drama in Kansas.
I don't like this. I feel like something's gonna happen.
Czar says no caution for 1 lap. Less
If
than
something happens now,
Between the two
it
now.
changes. If we get the white, it's going to have to come down to a final.
Oh, Crafton's gonna try and get by Hocevar. Oh, that's what Nemechek need. Oh,
Crafton to get in the way.
yep, that's it.
2 laps.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he got a run. Oh shit, here he comes.
Much faster.
It's going to be down to a final lap.
Oh, Parkins is holding him up. Holy shit.
Just a little bit because Blaine Perkins
Oh, here we go. Final lap.
Oh, this could be it right here.
raises the wall.
This could be it right here. Nemechek is in reach. There's a move.
And now
Dang!
And that's it.
Yeah, there he goes. That's it.
And he's out of gas. And that's how he's out of the playoffs.
He can coast to the line, but how many spots will he lose? Maybe not any. No, I don't think so, Phil. If he can coast to the line.
Well, John Hunter Nemechek's going to be the third winner of this round. Come on, come on, come on.
Where did Hocevar finish?
Fall back, fall back.
He finished second.
I'm literally about to fucking cry. I'm literally about to fucking cry. Please tell me at least one of the two made it.
We'll see here.
Was running about 16th or 17th spot, and he made his way all the way up to 10th. And we're right now.
I just made it! Yes! Woo!
Who got out then?
Unofficially, Hocevar misses by 3 points.
He's got nothing to be ashamed of, does he, guys? He could. That whole team has nothing to be ashamed of. They did everything they could to give them a chance. Came a lap short.
John Hunter Nemechek burning it down. What a big win for that team. Just the second win of the season. And after winning 5 times a year ago, everybody's been asking, what's wrong with the 4? What's wrong with Nemechek? Just one win all season. Maybe just puts the stamp on his run to a potential championship with this impressive win tonight in dominating fashion, leading 88 laps.
Wow, just barely pulled it out, too, at the end. Had to have a perfect last stint to get there. Did just that.
Wins stage 1, wins stage 2, and wins the race. The first time in his career that he swept it all, and he did it from pole position. But I'll tell you what, he had to earn it because Carson Hocevar was out front and was just kind of that carrot being dangled in front of John Hunter as John Hunter chased him down and was able to get him on the last lap.
Well, my heart breaks for Carson Hocevar. He absolutely did all he could do. Phil Gould made the call of the race to bring him in. We didn't understand why those other guys in contention.
That felt fucking anticlimactic right there.
As well, but you can see the dejection on his face.
You know, and just Phil, he was told he wasn't going to have to, couldn't do anything about it. But they said we're still going to make it, and I think that charge late by Eckes surprised everybody.
Yeah,
Eckes put himself in a position to get those positions and get those points.
Jamie Little is with the winner, John Hunter Nemechek.
John Hunter Nemechek.
Fly them 98s up high, baby. We made it. We advanced.
What does this win, this performance, say about you and this team as you guys move on to round 2 in the playoffs?
It's huge. Just want to say thank you to Eric Phillips, Jimmy, Todd, Greg, Adam, our entire team, Garrett, just everyone at KBM. I can't thank them enough for the truck that they
Bro, I feel bad for Carson, but bro, I don't fucking care. We waving them 98s up high tonight,
User disconnected from your channel.
Won both stages, they won the race. So we came in
waving them 98s up high tonight.
It played out in our favor to go get
You better have a good next 3 races because if it's
and
not,
holy shit, it hasn't even been 2 hours.
I think this one is even sweeter.
Yeah.
It's been a really tough week for myself mentally.
This was a short fucking race.
yeah, and now we're done. Now all we gotta do is just wait on that tech.
I want to say hi to Taylor and Aspen back home. I wish you guys were here. I can't wait to get home to you guys and wake up to Aspen in the morning and go get breakfast and celebrate.
I know you're smiling now.
And yep, that's gonna be it.